I'm not going to say the WNBA is in shambles because nobody cared in the first place. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just telling you the facts. People keep tweeting the WNBA is in shambles. And the WNBA can't get out of its own way. And the WNBA could be this and could be that if they could stop talking about this, or this. And if they could just focus on the game. And the players in the WNBA are ruining their own product and all this stuff. The truth is, no. It doesn't matter. Because nobody was watching it in the first place. I really want to react to a Bill Simmons clip where he kind of talks about why is this what people are talking about when it comes to the NBA and not the game itself. And I'm going to answer that question. But let's just go in order of what the drama, the daily drama is with the WNBA recently, right? If you've been living under a rock or you haven't been chronically online like I am. And I'm going to, you guys are right too. The people that are like, you don't even watch WNBA, and if it wasn't the NBA offseason, you wouldn't be talking about this. You're absolutely damn right. The only reason I'm talking about this is because it's the NBA offseason. It's absolutely the only reason. I was at a bar the other day. You know what was on the TV? Dog racing. Dog racing. Yorkies. They were racing Yorkies on ESPN. And cornhole championships. That's the space that the WNBA shares with the sports world. I'm sorry, it is. You got dog racing, you got cornhole championships, and you got the WNBA. And I'm not saying some of these girls aren't incredibly talented, but nobody's watching. So basically, Sophie Cunningham says, the Olympic swimmer in 2022 women deserve better than a trans athlete winning an NCAA championship, right? Then they rehash it in 2026 in an ESPN article, and then it all starts over again. And then the WNBA starts protesting Sophie Cunningham and saying that she shouldn't say this and saying that trans kids belong in the WNBA, right? And like the funniest part about it is that the WNBA doesn't know what they want in the WNBA, right? So like that's the funniest part about it to me, okay? Because if you're gonna say like the coaches and some of the players have come out and said everybody's welcome, everybody's welcome to play in the WNBA. We don't discriminate based on sex, gender, race, or anything. So Enes Kanter says I'm declaring for the WNBA draft. Just as a troll, just as, he's not, I don't think it's not going to happen. Because first of all, as a point, the WNBA wouldn't draft him anyway, right? But he comes out and says that just to prove a point. Okay, if everybody's allowed in, then I'm declaring for the WNBA. If you don't have to be a biological woman, I'm declaring for the WNBA. And then the WA comes out the next day and says, the NBA is scheduling a meeting to discuss what the criteria is to be allowed to play in the WNBA. Now, that's going to be interesting, because what is the criteria? If you were born a biological male and you feel in your heart like you want to be a female, you're allowed to do that. And I'm saying it again, do that. I want you to be happy. I want everyone to be happy in their own skin. But if the WNBA is saying, you're allowed to just decide that you're a woman and you can be in the WNBA, then they have to stand by that. So what are they going to say in that meeting? I'm very interested to hear what they say in that meeting about what you have to do to be allowed in the WNBA. The whole thing's crazy to me. And if you disagree with that and you think I'm some kind of evil person for giving my honest opinion on it, it is what it is. But anyway, yesterday or 2 days ago, Sophie Cunningham was hit in the head on the way to the rim. The player was ejected. The player then went into the locker room and tweeted, "White privilege." Yes, you clubbed a player in the head and made her bleed, and you were ejected because of white privilege. Dude, I'm sorry. The WNBA is a South Park episode. It just is. It's total chaos. And Bill Simmons on this take is asking why do we only talk about this drama when it comes to the WNBA? Why don't we talk about the game? And my honest answer, the drama's way more exciting. Are you kidding me? Did you happen to watch the WNBA All-Star game? This drama is way more interesting than the actual game. Listen to what Bill Simmons said yesterday.
Nobody needs a commissioner more than the WNBA right now. The WNBA, which is for some reason turned into the Twitter For You page as a league.
I'm glad it's not just me, dude. I'm glad it's not just me.
And meanwhile has all of these amazing stories going on. The league's fucking deep. The Olivia Miles keeping Minnesota straight the whole time.
Olivia Miles is awesome. I've seen the clips, man. She's awesome.
And now Collier's back. They're even odds to win the title. Asia's the best player in the league still. She shut down Caitlin the other night. Indiana's really fun to watch. New York. Like, the league's, like, legitimately fun to watch. And yet all anyone talks about is dumb shit. Anyone who participates in the shitty discourse about the league, like, I think that speaks more about them than the league. But what the league really needs is a commissioner.
Here's where I disagree with Bill Simmons. What the hell does the commissioner have to do with this? The commissioner of the WNBA does not control what the topics are on Twitter or in the sports world. The reason people only talk about the shitty topics and the drama is because that's the only reason anybody's talking about the WNBA. The only reason anybody's even talking about the WNBA is the drama. If there was no drama, if there was no Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, if none of that existed, go back to before they played, right? Nobody cared. Nobody talked about it. Sadly, that's the only reason people talk about the product, because the drama is more interesting than the product, man. It's just true.
And I would personally bet anything that we will not have this commissioner next year. I've never seen a league.
What can the commissioner do to change that?
League more determined to not push fun stars and fun storylines and fun people. Like this Olivia.
How is the WNBA not pushing the fun story? It's ESPN, bro. It's Fox Sports. It's CBS. It's Yahoo Sports. What can the commissioner do to get sports channels to talk about the game?
Miles,
I don't get it.
Like, if this was the NBA, this would be all anyone talked about. Like, have you seen Olivia Miles? She's on tonight. Oh, my God. Oh, I saw the commercial. And in WNBA, it's like, she's like an annoyance that she's just a good storyline. Like, push your fucking players.
I don't know what he means by that. I don't know what he means by that. What does he mean by push your players? The WNBA commissioner does not control the storylines. The last thing I'm going to say is this. The WNBA on a nightly basis, non-fever games, non-Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham fever games, on a nightly basis, they average 500,000 viewers. By the way, fever games average 1.2 million. The rest of the WNBA averages 500,000 viewers. It's just a fact. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to change that. It will never be mainstream. People don't want to watch it. Seeing an Olivia Miles clip and seeing how incredible she is as a ball handler and a shooter doesn't make me want to go watch it. It just doesn't. I don't even know the actual reason that it doesn't. It just doesn't. 500,000 nightly views. That's less than Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, just so you know. It's not people choosing to push drama over the game. It's just the fact that the only reason people are talking about it is the drama. So it's either the drama and the attention or no attention at all. It's just not that fun to watch. Why is the NBA fun to watch? Because somebody, even on a bad night, even on one of the worst NBA games you could watch during a season, somebody might drive down the lane and punch it on somebody, right? Somebody might throw a no-look alley-oop and some no-name G League dude might catch it and dunk over two people. Like, it's exciting. It's fun to watch. I think it's the very rare athletic ability that NBA players have. The incredibly rare athletic ability that NBA players have is must-watch TV. No matter what the team is, no matter what game it is, and no matter how even good they are. I'm sorry, man.